El Salvador, a country that once had the highest murder rate in the world, has now become one of the safest. And it all started with one decision, one leader, and one prison. This is CECOT Prison, the largest and most high-security prison in Latin America. Built to house the most ruthless criminals in history, it now holds tens of thousands of gang members, locked up under the leadership of President Nayib Bukele. For decades, MS-13 and Barrio 18 ruled El Salvador with fear. They extorted businesses, controlled entire cities, and murdered thousands. The police, powerless. The government, corrupt. The people, terrified. But in March 2022, everything changed. Bukele declared a state of emergency, giving security forces the power to arrest any suspected gang member without a warrant. Over the next few months, more than 64,000 criminals were captured and taken off the streets. But with thousands of arrests came a new problem. Where would they keep all these prisoners? The answer: CECOT Prison. The most secure prison in Latin America. We drove for over an hour from the city, passing multiple security checkpoints before reaching CECOT, the terrorist mega prison. This is where El Salvador locks up the worst of the worst. 15-meter-high concrete walls topped with razor wire surround the facility. Armed guards patrol 19 watchtowers, monitoring every inch of the prison. There are 600 soldiers and 250 police officers stationed here, ensuring no one escapes. Before entering, we go through an intense security screening. Every visitor, even government officials, must pass through multiple checkpoints, body scanners, and fingerprint verification. Phones, banned. Metal objects, not allowed. Inside, CECOT is divided into 8 massive cell blocks, each holding thousands of inmates. The walls are lined with high-tech cameras, motion sensors, and biometric scanners. Everything is monitored. No one enters without being identified. No one leaves without permission. Inmates here don't have prison rights like in other countries. This is not a rehabilitation center. This is a punishment facility. Inside each cell, there are 100 prisoners, but only 80 beds. There are no blankets, no pillows, no privacy. The lights stay on 24/7, making sure inmates never know if it's day or night. They get only 30 minutes outside their cells each day, and even then, they are handcuffed, barefoot, and forced to exercise using only body weight. Most prisoners spend 23.5 hours locked up. The only thing they have inside their cells is a single toilet in the corner. There are no family visits, no phone calls, no letters. Gang leaders who once controlled entire cities now share a tiny, overcrowded cell with the same criminals they once commanded. El Salvador's gangs have a unique way of identifying members, through tattoos. Police officers have a catalog of gang tattoos, and if someone is caught with specific markings, they are immediately arrested. Many criminals tried to remove their tattoos before Bukele's crackdown, but it was too late. In prison, these tattoos become a death sentence. Rival gangs are locked up together, and with no way to escape, their only choice is to fight for survival. If a prisoner disobeys the rules, they are sent to solitary confinement, a tiny pitch-black cell where they remain for 15 days or longer. Here, inmates have no access to light, no ability to communicate, and no human contact. Food is pushed through a small slot in the door, just rice and beans. No meat, no comfort. For many, solitary confinement is worse than death. El Salvador's crime rate has dropped by over 70% since Bukele's crackdown. For the first time in decades, citizens can walk the streets without fear. But not everyone supports this iron-fisted approach. Human rights organizations claim that innocent people have been arrested and that prison conditions violate international laws. Bukele doesn't care. In his eyes, public safety comes first. And based on his 85% approval rating, the people agree. Can El Salvador's transformation last? Will Bukele's policies inspire other countries to follow his path? Or will the gangs find a way to return? One thing is certain, El Salvador will never be the same again. This is El Salvador's war on crime. This is what it takes to make a country safe.
City lights glow in the midnight haze. Skateboard wheels spin through electric maze. Neon signs buzz with whispered dreams. Under starlit skies bursting at the seams. Riding on a wave of sound, no rules to bind. Catch a rhythm in your heart and free your mind. Dancing with the shadows, leave it all behind. In this neon city, love is what you'll find. Graffiti walls tell stories of untamed youth. Street poets speak a riddled rhythmic truth. Bass lines echo through the alley's groove. A symphony of beats, night's melody proof. Riding on a wave of sound, no rules to bind. Catch a rhythm in your heart and free your mind. Dancing with the shadows, leave it all behind. In this neon city, love is what you'll find. With the flight, hearts align under the shimmering night. We're rebels of the urban, chasing days retreat. In this vividly Brooklyn, we find our peace. Riding on a wave of sound, no rules to bind. Catch a rhythm in your heart and free your mind. Dancing with the shadows, leave it all behind. In this neon city, love is what you'll find. City lights glow in the midnight haze. Skateboard wheels spin through electric maze. Neon signs buzz with whispered dreams. Under starlit skies bursting at the seams. Riding on a wave of sound, no rules to bind. Catch a rhythm in your heart and free your mind. Dancing with the shadows, leave it all behind. In this neon city, love is what you'll find. Graffiti walls tell stories of untamed youth. Street poets speak a riddle